I think we'll put you about right there. Nice. There we go. That looks good. Hello, everybody. This is Frogman, and welcome back to Satisfactory. We are still sitting here chilling out, hanging out, and I've gone ahead and set up our first Fix-It Awesome Sink. And what we're going to need to do is let this create us a few tickets up. So I went and crammed just a little bit of stuff, mainly some copper wire and some copper cabling, because that's what we've got. What it's going to do is it's going to grind it up, and for a very, very, very small amount of points, make us a few tickets. Now, before I get crazy on building this new platform that we're going to have, I want one thing, and it's going to be under the customizer. I want that concrete foundation, because concrete foundation, if you look at the recipe here, it says right there, it's going to cost me 2 concrete to build a foundation. Whereas right now, it costs us 5. Well, it says 2, and I think it's wrong. I think it's more like 7. But what it does right now is it says cost to build, more or less. It's going to be cost to build just concrete, whereas right now our foundations require iron plates. So it's going to cost us a little bit more on the concrete, but it will cost us less in the iron later on. So we're going to kind of do this and let it run for a little while. I probably have something I could throw in there that's even better, like maybe I should probably toss some of those in there, huh? How many did it give us? I mean, I really don't want to waste those right now, so we're just going to kind of let it go. I'm going to kind of continue to hand feed some of this stuff for a little bit while we continue to work on things. What am I stuck on? Hello. Give you a little bit more of that stuff. But yeah, that's basically what it does. And the fun thing is with the Awesome Sink is the more expensive or harder it is to make the item that you put in it, the more you get from it. So technically, like, I should be putting this quick wire in here, but we kind of need that quick wire. And I'm not going to do it right now. I'm going to let it run. We're going to let it just kind of chew up all this stuff. It's incredibly slow because of this belt level. So let's see what we can't do about making that belt level a little better. So we need to make 50 of those plates. So let's select that milestone. We're going to have this run for a little while. It's making us stuff. We're actually getting fairly close. I'll help it along, and then we'll see if we can't turn those in and get to the next level of plates. I should say belts. Those belts are not amazing. They're incredibly expensive. I don't like them, but we're going to need them moving forward, at least until we can get to the next tier. So let me craft a bunch of this stuff, and we can get on with the day. Alrighty then. We need the 50 plates. We need some more rods. We need some more iron plates, which I think I have on us enough. Yes, there. Good. Concrete. 200 concrete will work. Good. Let's put this in here. And let's send that off and get some more goodies. All of this stuff, I'm pressing the right button. Let me go. Okay, cool. Mark II logistics. Bang.
Milestone reached. Improved versions of conveyor belts and conveyor lifts are now accessible. To encourage additional verticality, conveyor poles now have a stackable variant.
And usually what I do the first thing as soon as I get one of those is we go ahead and reorganize our mess down there. So this is going to be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And there is my general bar for how I tend to do things. I usually tend to maybe switch these around, but that's the general all-purpose bar that I will use when I'm doing some of this stuff for now. The next bars, of course, we will get more of those as we go along, but that's generally how I tend to work things. There's another one of those things that I don't understand why we got this menu here when we have other bars as well. So I don't know. Anyhow, let's see. Can we update that right there if I wait on this to make me a couple more things? This will at least input stuff a little bit faster. That's 120 belt, which means we can now chew through a little bit of stuff fairly quickly. And I think the coupon we want, or at least the thing we want, is going to cost 1, or is it 3? Okay, so we have to wait for 3. It's fine. We can definitely just come back to that. Actually, I believe I can probably do it. Yeah, we have to wait till we unlock it here. That's fine. No big deal. Let's grab some of this iron. We can get the iron back as we go, and let's start laying out a base, or at least laying out a floor, so that we can do a few things. The unfortunate is we have to let that run to get all the really fun, cool stuff that comes with all of the custom things, like the custom walls and the attachments and the windows and the catwalks and all the fun stuff. So I think I'm not going to try to go for a grid base, but I do kind of think maybe we try to line it up somewhat. We'll let this autosave go through. Sweet. So I'm going to guess if I point it that way and east is somewhat reasonably centered in my dial, that means that that should technically be facing east, west, north, south. Right? Cool. Alrighty. Well, we'll try that out. We'll see what we can do with that. So I think we're going to start at that level, and let's just play a little bit and see what we can see. So I'm going to go about that direction for a little ways, kind of like maybe there, and then I want to walk it back towards the base this way. So which way is it going to go? It's going to go that way. As long as it's blue, we can still build it. So now we're out of power. We're out of stuff. See, it hits red. We can't rebuild it. So then let's just hit the button. I love that so much. I love it so much. But that just made us a nice big flat spot. Why did it double it? Oh, lovely. No wonder we had a problem. Well, I'm going to have to fix that. 1 second. I know why it doubled it, because I accidentally pressed up when I did the thing. There's multiple modes in this mod for being able to go directions. You can go up, down, you can go sideways, you can build upward, any direction you think you need to. We don't need to go that high. We're only going to need to go one thick at this point. And then we break our power grid. Let's go fix our power grid, and we'll work on that while we go. What happened? Oh, one of them ran out of fuel. Of course one of them ran out of fuel. Cannot wait to end this impossibility. No. Start. Start. What in the world? Oh, you're empty too. Beautiful. They all had to go empty at the same time. Go. We're running right on the edge. I know. I can see it. I'm right on the edge. It's fine. It's fine. Trust me. It's fine. We'll make these nice and pretty eventually. Have some. Hate these things. Can I get to that? How am I at? Oh. Duh. I fed it to the machine. Go. There. That'll get us above the blue line. Then we're fine. Check everybody. Make sure we're good. Go back to cleaning up the mess you made. It's all right. Everything's okay. Nothing's wrong as long as everything's on fire. What? Dang it. Give me that. Been trying not to blow those guys up. Hi. All right. Fix your screw up. There. That looks better. What do you not like about that? Okay, cool. That looks better. Now, we're clipping into the current base. That's perfectly fine. We're not going to worry about it because a lot of this is going to get moved. But that's the general idea. For right now, what I want to do is just get us a nice big flat platform that we can start manufacturing things on. So let's do that all the way down to the end over there. And then we'll do that again. I love that mod so much. I mean, again, this is a functionality that needs to be in the game. And once they get it figured out that they can, it'd be amazing. Okay, so we're into stuff that it can't clip through. That's fine. No, we're out of iron. We're out of iron. Okay, fine. Do it. Get it done. That's cool. So, what we need to do is we need to kind of do a little bit of math now. Do we have any tickets? Let's check our tickets. We have 5 whole tickets. Print my coupons, please. Thank you. First thing we buy always going to be from now on that concrete recipe right there. Thank you. I will purchase that right now. Buy all. Beautiful. Wonderful. And we'll put the rest of those in there and we'll let it kind of do the work. So what we're going to do from now on here, actually, for the remainder of the day, is we're going to kind of start thinking about things as how stuff works. So let's grab some materials. We're going to grab a few of these. We're going to grab some of those. We're going to grab some of this. We're going to grab a little bit of this. And I need to make a few more of those so that we can kind of do a little bit of math here. I have plenty of that. You can have some more, and we'll pick some up on the way by. Cool. And you should be done. I don't think there's anything else we can do in here. And this has returned. What can we do? Jump pads, obstacle clearing. We're at the point now where we're going to have to start completing the phase that is going to require us to get the... we're going to have to start worrying about space elevator at this point. What does it take to make one of those? Let's put a space elevator down. We can probably, even for that matter, be funny with the space elevator. Make one of those, please. Thank you. I need some more iron rods. Sort. And some more iron plates. And some more iron copper wire. Copper wire. Something like that. And then what we can do is we can go do this. Drop down one. Right there. I screwed up. Hang on a minute. Do the right thing. This down and then scroll to you so that it makes the ramp. Excellent. All right. So kind of what I want to do is this whole flat area right out here, this whole area, we're going to cover it in stuff, basically. Now, I think for the moment in time, we can put the space elevator, and this is super fun, so we're going to do it right now. It is a big monstrosity of a machine that I think I'm going to kind of push it to this side just a little. And I want to rotate it like that, I think, so that the inputs are on the left side, and go. There she is. Or at least the base of it. This never gets old. And there we have it. Our vehicle delivery to the orbit on this planet so we can work on project assembly. And the first things that we need to send are 50 of those things. So 50 of those things will be created and sent into this thing, and we will, of course, probably figure things out. What we're going to do is we're going to leave that over in that corner for right now. We're going to use both sides of this because of the fact that the copper is over there. The iron majority is right here along with some of the other things. The basic stuff is what we're going to create up here. The basic stuff in this level right here. The first thing I'm going to start building actually is going to be a massive amount of smelters so that we can start processing all of the material we can currently process. This section of the factory, this section of the base is going to get refactored several times. many times. So this mess down here, all of this is going to get ripped up and moved out. So I think the first thing I want to work on is we're going to figure out just exactly how much stuff we need to work on. So I grabbed a whole bunch of things so we can do some math. We're going to do some math because math is what we do. So it's a factory game. What else do you do in a factory game? We're going to put down a smelter. Actually, we're going to put down two of them so we can kind of guess what we need to do. First one, we're going to set to iron ingots. Second one, we're going to set to copper ingots. And if we notice, both of these are 30 in, 30 out. 30 in, 30 out. So that's all you got to remember is 30 in, 30 out. The Caterium, which is way over there, we'll process that over in that area. We're going to process that once we get a little bit better fuel. We don't really need it right now. All we need it mainly for is a couple other things. We'll get to that point in a little while. It's a kind of a mid-tier thing, but we will be able to use it later. But we will process it over there once we do a little bit more exploring. But the basis of its process, again, is a little bit more wonky. It's 45 in for 15 out, which I think that one's a normal node. It doesn't really matter. We'll find out. So we haven't spoken too much about the purity of nodes or purity of things, and so this kind of helps us to work a little bit forward now. We have the capability of 120 belt, but currently the easiest stuff for us to make is 60. So that means a 60 belt can support both of these two times 2. So that means for each one of these nodes that we currently have set up over here, I believe all of these are capable of making nothing but 60 at this point. Everything here is a normal node. So this is a normal node, 60 parts per minute. Normal node, 60 parts per minute kind of thing. Which means in this location, early game, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, which is one right there, and 5 here, normal iron nodes, each producing 60 materials a minute. Or if you dumb and need a calculator like me, 5 times 60 is 300 material per minute. And if you didn't know that you could do that with quick search, this is a stupid handy way of doing things. So as very simple, the number that we need to worry about, 300 is our number of things that we can put in. 300, of course, divided by 30 means we can set up 10 of those furnaces or the smelters and be able to produce at the max amount that we can currently push with the belts that we have, aside from the ones that we have over here, and be able to make that work. What that really means is I have to run 5 belts up through all of this mess up there to hook in everything that we want to do. There's a couple other things that I'm going to want to buy, I think, here as we move along, and they're going to be in the foundation section, I believe. Is it walls or is it architecture? They changed a lot of this now so that it's all over the place, and I don't think I can actually purchase them yet because we don't have a specific technology yet, do we? Do we? I can do this too. How much of those? 3? Can we have some more of those? Because I really don't mind those either. They look really good for the coverings on the bottoms of stuff. Thank you. We'll take those. And I'll take these and hit the shop. Can I purchase... What is asphalt going to be? Is this concrete as well? We may look at that too. But I want the walls. Thank you. Gimme. Bye. Go. Thank you. And again, all that does is just removes the cost of the iron in the actual wall. Now, if you notice here, we're like, okay, well, you got all that fancy stuff. Where is it? Let's look at the foundations here. If you click on this normal corner over here, we see foundations, foundations, foundations. Fix it foundation. I can then apply a concrete foundation skin to it by doing this, which will then allow me to produce or make this. Personally, I like this better. I know it's kind of boring and blah and not like as busy as that is up there. It's flat. It's flat. Let me explain to you what the difference between flat and not flat is. This is not flat. If you look at it, it's not flat. And if you drive vehicles over this stuff, they will bounce over the bumps because they're bumps. So it's a pain in the butt. So let's work on this a little bit then. So we need to be able to build, and like I said, we'll do the same thing here. We're going to start the iron smelting process this direction and the copper smelting process that direction. The base will expand. We will end up out there. We will end up that direction. Just for right now, we need to get as much production up as we can locally so we can actually produce those project assembly parts and do a few things with it. Plus, you know, it's kind of nice to be able to have the next tier of belts. So we can produce 10 of these, and I think I'm going to move them in. Now, actually, no, I think I want to do it this way. We're going to put them fairly close. So we'll start right there, and I want to go reading my thing in the corner, 10 of them. I love that so much. It's so good. It's such a wonderful thing. Why is that not available base game? So the magic with this mod is that now normally you would have to go back and click on every single one of those and set them up to get their current recipes in them. And I know right now I can't run them due to our current power production. I know that. We're going to build this all, and then we're going to kind of push forward and try to get some of this other stuff going. These guys, I'm going to set the iron ingot in them. I'm not going to touch anything else past that. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to grab my logistics, and I'm going to grab a conveyor splitter. Now, we're going to have to split these all out, and I'm going to have to reprogram this as we work because essentially, well, what did we figure? It's, hello, phone. Thank you very much. So if we do that here, we have 10 individual things that will each be capable of doing various stuff. So let's just kind of play with the first thing. We'll just go ahead and knock these out. I believe it's going to be like 3 or 4 per each. I mean, my brain is not functional right now. 2 per. So every 2 per we're going to do. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and run all 10 of them down. Yeah, it's really hard math, I know. My brain is not ready. What I'm going to do is I'm going to run them all the way down, and I'm going to make sure that it spaces things correctly. And because I have a setting set up in the actual mod, wire, oh, I know what we're doing. Hang on, no, we need to change something. 1 second, 1 second. It's trying to do something that I can't do. No. Now we can try this. That's the only problem I don't like with the mod is that it tries to use the highest level of stuff that you set. We're going to use the base belts for now. So we're going to run that all the way down to the end. All 10 of them. Yeah. We're not square. It's once again, good old Satisfactory. 5 times to try to get something right. At least I didn't rip it all out once because I didn't notice it. This one. Is it straight? It's straight now. Do it again. All 10 of them. Bang. It set the recipe. It set the recipe. It set the recipe. I love that so much. It's so wonderful. And if we go on the backside, we take the mergers. We do the same thing. We get them kind of straight. I think we'll do about like that. And these, we'll just go ahead and put them all down like that. And that would have set the recipe too. So basically what that has is the mod checks to see what recipe the belt and the thing is connected to. If there's a recipe it can copy down the line, it copies them down the line. What I would love is to be able to build this module, like say this is a module right here, just build this and then copy that and send it down, but I'm fine with not having to click but 3 times when it works. 3 times instead of all those parts. So again, I'm gonna sing the praises of this mod because I love it. So the next fun part, we need to go figure out how much copper we have. And I believe there are 3 copper nodes here that are all normal. I'm gonna have to worry about him. Normal, and then there's another one over here, I believe. There's another slug. I think. And I think this one has a bad guy hanging out on it. Yeah, he's right there. Normal. Now again, normal nodes are not the greatest nodes in the world. Pure are the best, but I'd rather have a bunch of normal nodes than a bunch of impure nodes. Hi! I knew you were around here somewhere. Thank you for smacking me in my face with your horrible hot spit. Hey, nuts. They're not the smartest. I mean, I will give it that. The enemies in this game are not the smartest. Sometimes if I'm fast enough, I can get around them and not get hit, but... Thank you. So, we're going to have 3 normal nodes again, all of them capable of producing 60 material per minute, which, 60 times 3, what is that, 180? 60 times 3, 180. Divided again by, what is it, 30? So 6. So we can run 6 current furnaces off of the stuff that we've got right now. And like I said, the reason why we'll be refactoring this, I know, my brain no worky right now. It's been a long day. Let me get out of here, and we can make us a nice little thing down. No. 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 Down. Where are you going? No. What are you doing? This. Oh, whatever. Just put it down. Can I make that jump? Yes. Okay, cool. We'll deal with that later. No big deal. Oh, I love these things so much. So good. I'm sorry, dude. You're kind of blocked in now. I don't know what to tell you. Oh, it's because I've got that. That's one of the things I don't care about with the settings on the thing. We'll just run over here and deal with it. I've got to unhook one thing so that it'll do that again. But no big deal. Let's go blow us down 6 more of these and we'll call it good. We're going to have to work on making a little bit more power, and there's no way we can run this right now as it sits, but I'm going to get the material down, or at least get the production down in a nice, decent looking fashion. I think we might even try to do... that. For now. See how it's uneven? Can you see the line right there? Can you see it? Let's put them all down together evenly. I'm out of iron rods. Love it. Give me some more iron rods. They are right there. Oh, missed. Do that again, and then let's get it over with. Well, let me have it. There. Thank you. Fine. We'll go over here then. I'll get out of your way. I'm sorry, sir. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go. Copper ingots. I need this. Is it square? I see the line. The line I'm looking at is the one that's kind of right there. You can see it right in the belt. That line right there means it's straight out from the edge of this. And then we do that again. That should have transferred that over. We grab a 0, and I'll bring them to this point, I think. So, right now, that looks good. No, other way. Awesome. Cool. So all we got to do now is wire them up with power and get a little bit more stuff and do a few more things. But I think for now, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be enough for me. We're going to fill that thing full of stuff and complete Project Assembly Part Phase 1 next episode, where we're going to turn in 50 of these, whatever those things are called. I forget exactly. The plating, whatever it is. Hang on. 50. I hate that part. Plating. Smart plating. We're going to turn in 50 of those, which means we need to be able to produce 50 of these and 50 of these, which is pretty simple, easy to do. I can probably even handcraft those right now. But for now, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thanks for watching. Bye.